All right, everyone, we are here yet again with another series. We are going to once again be doing a replay cast. We have Hex going to be taking on Donkey Kong here. Hex on the Legion side, Donkey Kong on the Hellborn side. Um, I did ring for Donkey Kong here in this series, so I am going to be standing in once again for Donkey Kong. They were unable to have five, and we have the bans already taking place. We got Moira and Magnus from Hex, Draconis and Kinesis coming out from Donkey Kong. Looks like Calamity will be mutual banned here. So we'll speed up a little bit. We'll talk about the picks. See what we got going on here. So far we got Master of Arms as the first pick. We got a Luna into Lodestone, and then we're gonna have a Bubbles pick come out. So we'll see the final two picks here. We're gonna have Gladiator, followed up by Sir Bensington. So we already have some massive team fighting heroes coming out from both sides. We got the global presence from Master of Arms with the Master's Call. We got the Shatterstorm and the Call to Arms from the Strength heroes being picked up. Not too sure if we're gonna see um, a Tri-Lane come out here with Master of Arms and Gladiator, or if we're gonna see who's gonna be farming, whether the Gladiator or the Master of Arms. Still uncertain as to what they're gonna be doing, as these heroes are quite flexible. Then we have a Bensington and a Bubbles picked up, so safe to say those will both be cores with with an Aluna as a support. Um, the bans are already happening. We have Rally, Tremble, and Gemini going to be banned out here by Hex. So they're going to address the Fall heroes, the Tremble, the Gemini, the Rally. Not too sure who plays Rally in Donkey Kong, but it would be some great synergy with the Kelfield and the Bensington on top. So they get rid of that. Then we have the Malikan, the Oogie, and the Monarch going to be banned out here by Donkey Kong. So the Malikan and Oogie, the very heavy sustain carries. Not going to let those get through the picks. We're going to see Devourer into Moon Queen coming out from Hex. So a pretty unorthodox pick there with the Devourer going to be played by Chris. And then we have the Whoop Moon Queen we saw over the weekend. The Moon Queen in that series against, I believe it was Donkey Kong, where Fa played a Switchblade in that game. And they were actually victorious there with the Moon Queen. So they're going to try it here again in the scrim, as the Moon Queen did have some success for them. And then on the side of Donkey, they finish it off with a Engineer and a Hammer Storm. So they're going to finish it off with a Hammer Storm on top of the Bensington. Going to be running a dual core against the single core Moon Queen. Looks like we're going to have a Farming Gladiator played by Snooki. And then we have Master of Arms as the main support with Devo as the secondary support. Lodestone will be going up into that off lane, where it looks like we're going to have Sir Bensington and Aluna in the off lane. Then we're going to have Hammerstorm in the mid lane, actually. That's quite unusual. We're going to have mid Hammerstorm with Engineer, and then we're going to have Bubbles in the off lane. So more of a defensive style of lane setup coming out from Donkey, but defensive as well coming out from Hex, as they're going to be running that tri-lane with Moon Queen, Master of Arms, and Devourer. So pretty interesting lane setups to start things off here. And we see Boots picked up on the Lodestone. I believe he was trying to get a pull going, but he's going to make his way, looks like, toward the bottom lane. I wonder if they're going to try to set up some kind of bloodlust here. With 4 players in the bottom lane. That is a heavy rotation down here. We'll see if they can kill the bubbles or not. I don't know if they honestly have enough stun to hold the bubbles in place. The rocket drill, it does stun for, I believe, 1.5 seconds. Yes, and then they have the Master Stun, which only lasts for 1.2, so not the greatest stuns. And then Devo, I mean, he could hook him back, but they're gonna have to line that up flawlessly to get a bloodless kill onto a Bubbles here. Moon Queen also with the Moonbeam, just the mini stun. So we'll see if Bubbles does end up using his Shell Surf or not. But he's playing this very cautiously, and I think that's due to nobody showing up in the top lane. So off the bat, we're gonna have 2 versus 1 in the mid lane. Gladiator, we'll see if he can get his farm on against the dual lane, but Bubbles, he's not really falling victim to this Bloodlust attempt here, so Heck's going to commit a lot of resources down here at the start of the game, but it looks like Lodestone he's going to port up to the top lane where he will try to start getting the experience, but he's already given up the level 2 now to Bensington. Mid lane, we're going to have stun combination onto Gladiator, put some pressure out. Here comes a Pitfall. Beautiful Pitfall from Snooki. Gonna land onto 2. Bubbles, he still hasn't gotten his Shell Surf baited out yet, but he will
It went.
use his health potion there.
Upstream, as you can see, I'm playing for my Danish homies this game. They've influenced me so much that I started to have pizza salad as my lunch daily. Spoiler
We're gonna
alert,
see the Bloodlust
I've
skill
missed
happen
19
here in
out
the
of
mid
20
lane,
kick stuns.
as they had the
One that I hit was
mine
to
on
kill
top of the double
Steel.
stun, so too much
Enjoy
for
donkeys.
Gladiator to handle. Bloodlust will go in favor of Hammerstorm. We'll see Engineer do some stacking in the jungle here. Looks like he'll head over to the top rune. We'll see if the bottom rune gets camped or not here by either side. Looks like Master was thinking about heading over there, but they're not going to take this rune just yet. Top rune spawns Mystic rune. Looks like they have a bottle, so they're gonna look to get that rune with the bottle. Lodestone has been completely boxed out of experience range. He doesn't have any experience just yet, so he is not, unfortunately, getting a whole lot done. Bubbles, but he's in the same boat here. So both offlaners really not getting a lot of XP. Bubbles getting minimal as well. Devourer looks like he's going to Veiled Rot and do the old Rot the Camp technique and get some levels here. Gladiator is level 4 now. Top lane, they get a kill onto Lodestone as he put a lot of pressure onto Luna here, but they baited it all along. Bensington comes in. Here comes the hammer throw. The illusion's being used by Hammer. The mine will connect, and that will once again be a second kill onto Gladiator. So he's doing a great job of getting the experience, but unfortunately only 160 gold per minute. Picking up 11 last hits. Hammer, though, on 15. And both the Moon Queen and the Bensington are free farming to start things off. So we have both the 2 cores from Donkey Kong really getting good farm, and then Moon Queen the only one, excuse me, on the side of Hex. Here comes a hook onto the Bubbles, and they will get the kill there. Mid lane, Engineer is going to get the auto attack, going to cancel the health potion actually. Is it going to be enough here? Hammerstorm not going to be able to get in range for a kill. The boots on Gladiator, so they don't get the kill this time, but they will bottle up the regeneration rune. So once again controlling the runes here, getting themselves the second rune. So Hammer will have that regen rune to work with. Bubbles, he is still level 1, unfortunately. Pretty tough time for him going up against that Trilane, but Devourer now with the level 3, he picks up the boots. He's going to be hanging around the mid lane, it looks like. Waiting for Gladiator to come back. Might set up a kill here. He's going to throw out the hook here. Going to put some damage in onto Hammerstorm, but here comes a stun to force Hammer to fall back. Lodestone has the level 3 now, so he's doing a bit better than Bubbles in the XP department. Got 3 last hits compared to the 2 from Bubbles. Here comes a showdown onto Hammerstorm. And here comes a Nightfall in from Bensington. The Kegstun and the Joust, they will take out the Devourer. Engineer gets credit for that kill, but more importantly, they save their Hammer Storm. And they're looking to set up another kill here. Pitfall will come out in defense, but nothing going to happen there. So the two carries, again, still doing quite well here in the mid lane. Hammer looks like he will be forced to fall back. He might have gotten hooked by Debo, I'm actually not sure. But, see, the rune does spawn in the top. It ends up being a Mystic rune. So Engineer will take the Merrick's rune. Looks like nobody is camping the top rune. Bottle from Sir Bensington will take the Mystic rune there. So Donkey controls the runes. Moon Queen, she has the level 6 now. She's working on the Whispering Helm. Looks like Gladiator was jungling the camps here. So we have Nightfall coming up in 10 seconds. Bubbles, he gets taken down very low. Devo, he's trying to line up a hook here. Keg will knock him backwards. But looks like they have the jungle stacked, so they're going to rotate into the jungle. Take out the stacks with Hammerstorm with two. Oh, he has 2 into Galvanize. I don't know if that's correct. I feel like he's not supposed to have 2 in Galvanize. Maybe he misskilled there. But yeah, no stacks other than this one for the Legion side. Moon Queen about to have her Whispering, so ideally they would have some more stacks for her as she is starting to put more points in the multi-strike. But Hammer, he's going to clean up the middle camps here as I think we'll see the rest of the camps getting stacked here. And those will be tripled, so Hammer will continue to work on the stacks. Gladiator now has a bottle, but he's only sitting on 200 gold per minute. Same as the support engineer. He will pick up an invisibility rune. We'll see if he's able to make something happen with this, though. He does have the call to arms ready to go. Bubbles, meanwhile, taking some XP here in the mid lane. Hammer is going to clean up this tri-stack, and he will now be on 430 gold per minute. That is higher than the free farming Moon Queen in the bottom lane. But Bensington still leads the way a little bit over the Moon Queen with 440. And I believe he's going to be working towards a Thunder Claws. We typically see Bensington's by. Mid lane, we have the Rev Ward here spotting out the invisibility on the Gladiator. Engineer, he will use the energy field. Here comes the showdown. The Kegstun will knock him back. The mine will come out. And here comes the Nightfall from Bensington, the Pitfall. But they will get the Joust onto Gladiator, and he will end up falling. Here comes the stun from Maluna onto Devourer, but they will not have any more pressure to get a kill there. Bubbles comes into the bot lane. He'll try to pick up the level 6. We even see level 6 picked up on the Master Worm, so he's got the Master's Call now available. Moon Queen, she has the Whispering, but she hasn't taken over a creep just yet. She has the level 4 multi-strike, so she's going to start to melt these camps as she picks up the Quick Blade here. I don't think she wants the Catman, so she's going to clean these up and probably pick either the Vagabond or the Skeleton King with her Whispering Helm creep. Here comes a hook to follow up that pitfall. Engineer is here. We'll see if they look to get any kills or if they fall back. Lodestone ports in with the Shatterstorm. Does not have enough mana for the Shatterstorm and the Rocket Drill. It is 270 mana. We have Nightfall coming up in 15 seconds. Bubbles now has the Kelfield picked up. Engineer E is going to fall here to the Call to Arms. The energy field was used, but Hammerstorm's off in the jungle. So, not a whole lot going to happen here. Lodestone in a pretty aggressive position. Bubbles in the bot lane. He's going to be baiting, it looks like, as Hammer comes in with the stun. Here comes the Moon Finale. Master's Call does happen. Bubbles will end up falling. Here comes the Nightfall from Bensington on top of the Kelfield. They will get the 1 kill, and they are going to make it 2 as they take out the Moon Queen. Here comes the Shatterstorm being channeled. It's going to connect on the Hammerstorm, but he's not able to get in range for a head smash. The body blocks are coming in from Sir Bensington, and it looks like the stun combination will take out the Lodestone in the end. So they end up losing the Bubbles, but they get 3 kills. The Moon Queen, Lodestone, and Master of Arms all falling. So great plays coming out from Donkey Kong here, as they net themselves the big kill on the Moon Queen. And now Bensington is up to 500 gold per minute. Hammerstorm right behind him with 405, but Moon Queen, she falls behind now with 450 as she does pick up the Firebrand here. Luna comes in with a stun. Here comes the Keg stun, but it knocks him backwards. Overcharge shot onto Luna. Here comes the showdown into the Call to Arms. Luna will end up falling. And the team support does not get here in time. The hook will miss, unfortunately. There's the pitfall onto Hammerstorm. And they will make it a 1-for-0. It looks like Hammerstorm, they're going to do the Triple Ancients. Moon Queen has her own Triple Ancients. We'll see when she decides to rotate over for those. She does have a Skeleton King picked up. Mid tower will be denied here by a Luna. And Lodestone, he cannot make the deny attempt, so the tower kill will fall in favor of the Hellborn side here. It's Thunderclaw with 1,000 gold picked up on Bensington. We'll see if he goes into a Hyper Crown here, or if he decides to go into an earlier Shrunken Head or so. Invisibility rune will be bottled up by Hammerstorm here, but it looks like Engineer will use it. And that was actually spotted here by the Ward of Sight placed by Gladiator. So they're going to see that happening. Looks like they're going to get a Ward of Sight here on the Hellborn's Ancients. A hook is going to happen here in the mid lane. Are they going to have the follow-up? Here comes a nice 2-man Keg stun into the Nightfall. They're going to get the 1 kill onto Bensington, and they're going to get the 2nd kill onto Gladiator. The Chariot is going to connect. Moon Queen is going to go for a kill here on the Bensington, but she will not be successful. Here comes the Kelfield on top of the energy field. The Keg stun will miss. The Moonbeams are happening. He will get the 1 kill onto a Luna, but he will end up falling. And another solid fight coming out from Donkey Kong, as they get 3 kills for the 1 here in the mid lane.
Watch your eyes.
Here comes the Skeleton King grab. The takeover not going to be timed correctly here. And Bubbles will go down to the hook. So another nice hook coming out from Devo. Sets up a kill there on the Bubbles. Hopefully the stream's not lagging too bad. I do know that I'm dropping frames like a madman over here. Unfortunately, it looks like it got worse. The Haystron will be picked up here by Aluna. Despite Bensington having a bottle, looks like he doesn't want to go for it. Moon Queen, she will be working on her ancients here. Pot River, it looks like Engineer dies to 4 people. Nightfall and Kelp were not up. Hammerstorm has 3,000 gold saved up. A little bit surprised he buys the Archon or the Twin Blades all at once. Doesn't buy the Arcana. Here comes the Kelfield onto Gladiator. Showdown is going to happen onto Aluna. Devour, he is going to cancel his own E. Here comes the Nightfall from Bensington. They're going to get 2 kills onto both the Gladiator and the Devourer here. And we'll see if they turn this into a tier 1 tower. It looks like 4 players down here. 5 players are going to make their way to the mid lane. So Moon Queen, she's just going to continue farming. She's got the Blessed Ore picked up. She's going to go for the full Geos very shortly here. But Hammerstorm on 480 gold per minute. As well as 530 on the Bensington. So I think Bensington could go for either a Geos or a Hyper Crown here. I don't know if he necessarily needs the early Shrunken. We'll see. I mean, he will need a Shrunken this game. We'll see what he does decide to go for. Engineer is dying once again. Okay, so they spot him here on the Ward of Sight. It's going to be another kill. So Engineer will fall once again. Gladiator picks up a Shaman's Headdress. Looks like he might go into a Berry Rattle. Looks like Moa, is he going for a Hellflower? It's a pretty interesting build coming out from Moa here. And there's the Shrunken picked up by Bensington. Bottom lane, they have Kelfield ready to go. We'll see if they're looking to take a fight. Both carries over 500 gold per minute. Hammerstorm, will he go for a Portal Key or will he go for a Shrunken Head? Let's see what he does decide to do. I do feel like they're lacking initiation right now, so a Portal Key I think would make the most sense. We'll see what he decides to go for though. And there's no Portal Keys on the side of Legion, so this has really been a sit back and farm kind of game, as no Portal Keys picked up on either side at 20 minutes. And it's like a big carry slugfest going on here. But Gladiator, he's slowly recovering. He's now on up to 300 gold per minute. It looks like we're going to see both teams trade the Kong Wars. Looks like they're both going to go down relatively easy here. Interesting, no snipe attempt coming out from Aluna to try to guess there, but maybe they felt that that wasn't going on. So they do end up trading the Congors here. Hammerstorm will work on another Ancient stack. And he's sitting on 3,300 gold. So it looks like he's going to go for the Shrunken. So they're going to really lack initiation here. They will have a Kelfield, but they're going to really be relying on the Nightfall. And Moon Queen, she's getting close to her Shrunken. I feel like Moon Queen will have a very easy time getting her Shrunken off this game due to there being a lack of catch here on the side of Hellborn. But she will be having to go up against two pretty farmed carries. We'll see. We'll see if Donkey Kong can capitalize here on their golden XP lead. Here comes a Kelfield onto the Gladiator. The dust is going to happen. Nightfall is going to connect, but he gets hooked out here. The Lodestone, that is. And here comes an Eat from Devour on the Bensington. Kegstun is going to stun up to 2. Here comes the Energy Field, going to take out Gladiator in the background. The Chariot did hit. Lodestone is going to get a kill here onto the Bensington. No, he is not. They're going to get the kill here onto Devo as well. So nobody dies the side of Donkey Kong. They get 3 kills. But while this is going on, Moon Queen is still farming away. But she is going to be the sole hope here, it feels like, for the side of Legion. Meanwhile, Master of Arms picks up a solo sour push here. Master of Arms is farming 260 gold per minute. He's actually getting kind of close to a Hellflower. It's pretty impressive, but we'll see if that ends up working out for them or not. A little bit surprised here that Donkey Kong doesn't take a tower objective. They got 3 kills as well as several ultimates used, and it kind of just fell back with all 5 players alive. A little bit confused by that, but we'll see. We'll see what the next team fight has in store here. Really close to the Hellflower here. I think he needs about another 600 or so. Shrunken Head, I believe, is about to be finished here by Moon Queen. I think he needs the recipe. We'll see. He's been sitting on this Warhammer for quite a while, so... the Mighty Blade, excuse me. Bottom lane, we have...
Activated.
Looks like Devourer hooked somebody out of Kelfield. I missed that to start things off, but... we're gonna have a bit of a chase going on here, but... not everyone's on the same page. Okay, we'll see. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful hook coming out from Devo. He snipes out Engineer, and Engineer ends up falling. From the Veiled Rots from Devo and Gladiator. Shrunken Head is now completed on Moon Queen, so she is farming the same as both the carries. They're still neck to neck. Hammerstorm 550 and Bensington also 550. I have the rune spawn in favor of Bensington here, the regen rune. So Hex is forcing the issue here a little bit, despite being down about 8k and 5k. Got the full Hyper Crown now on Bensington. Hook attempt is going to miss here. Looks like they're going to pour it out with Gladiator. Here comes the Kelfield though. They're going to stop the TP. And Showdown will come out onto Engineer. Barrier is popped. Bensington is going to pop the Shrunken. Gladiator will get hooked out. Engineer does end up falling. They're going to get the kill on the low summon. Here comes the Moon Finale. And Hammerstorm, he did not pop the Shrunken. He gets melted here off to the side. On top of that, Master stun. Looks like he got eaten by Devo there. So they end up saving Gladiator there with a hook. Gladiator a bit too tanky there with the idol. And Bensington, he did not have a Nightfall, it looks like, or he didn't use the Nightfall on top of the Shrunken, so pretty weird fight coming out. But Hex capitalizing here. They get 2 kills onto both the Hammerstorm and the Engineer. They only lose their Lodestone. So Hex, they're looking to push here. They pop the Shrunken on Moon Queen. They might now actually fall back.
Watch your eyes.
And there's the Hellflower picked up on Moa. So Moon Queen has now overtaken the top of the GPM charts. We'll see if she what will she go for? She's got 2,000 gold. I would imagine a Wingbow against 2 right-clicking carries. I think the Wingbow would make a lot of sense here. Force the Savage Maces to come out from both the Hammerstorm and the Bensington. Yeah, we have Portal Key on the Lodestone, but not a whole lot of farm. 200 gold per minute. The support Master of Arms has more farm than both the Devo and the Lodestone this game. Devo has a Mighty Blade. Looks like he might be going straight into a Staff or a Shrunken Head. We'll see what he goes for. Storm Spirit picked up on the Engineer. Portal Key on Bubbles. Not a whole lot of farm on the Bubbles this game, as he was off lane. We have Veiled Rots here on Engineer and Hammerstorm. Hasted Gladiator, he's going to get stormed up. Meanwhile, Shatterstorm in the background, they're going to catch the Bubbles. And Hasted Gladiator, he's going to be locked in place. Here comes the power throws as well as the hits from Hammer. So they're going to get 2 kills onto both the Gladi and the Lodestone. They're going to trade their Bubbles there. And they will get the tower kill here. So they continue their lead. And while this is going on, it looks like Bensington... actually, he Nightfalled in, so he did join the team. He picks up a Firebrand here as well. Moon Queen just picked up a Dancing Blade, so she will be going the Moon Queen. I think that is the correct decision there. Hex will counter push in the top lane while this is going on. We'll see both sides kind of farming each other's jungles. We have no Nightfall here for 30 seconds, so Bubbles, he is kind of by himself here. We'll see if he's able to do anything, but not too sure about that Veiled Rot use. Luna picks up a Tablet, pretty solid pickup against heroes like the Devo, the Lodestone, just kiting them, canceling the Eat could be quite nice. We're gonna have the Portal Key now completed on the Hammerstorm on top of the Shrunken. It's gonna be sitting on 3,000 gold. So I think it's safe to say he'll need a Savage Mace against the Moon Queen. We see Kongors being traded here. Moon Queen getting really close to her Wingbow now. We have 615 gold per minute on the Moon Queen. She is overtaking both the Bensington and the Hammerstorm here. We'll see if Bensington goes for a Savage or if he... I think he will need a Savage. I don't think he'll go into Geometer's Bane here. Showdown comes out in the top lane. That's more of a scare tactic though. So we have the rotations coming in. Hammerstorm will not get the catch here in time. Moon Queen, ooh, that's a Mind Trap. Moon Queen will take quite a lot of damage here on the Mind Trap, though she will be forced to go fall back in regen, it looks like. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we have Devo. He's going to go down. Kelfield locks Gladiator in place, but here comes the attacks from Hammerstorm onto Master. The stun is going to come in. The power throws are going to snipe out Moa. Beautiful snipes coming in from Bunny Lover there on the Aluna as he gets 2 snipes on the Master. So they pick up 2 kills there. And a dive comes out from Hammerstorm, but I don't think the follow-up's going to be there. We talked about there not being great initiation on the side of Hellborn. Bubbles was a bit too far. So maybe we should see a portal key picked up on the engineer now. We'll see what they do decide to go for. But now the Wingbow is complete, and Moonqueen, she will give this tower up as 2 players are dead. And there is no Kongors available. They were just taken out, so we'll probably just see some ancient stealing coming out here. So we actually saw the Geometer's Bane come out from Bensington. I wonder if that should have been a Savage Mace. Looks like Hammer, he still hasn't bought anything. He's sitting on 4,500 gold. Storm Spirit gets picked up here by Bubbles. Shatterstorm's being channeled. Bensington could get initiated on here. Here comes the Shrunken Head though. Beautiful job, but he gets hooked by Devo. The Eat's gonna come out. Geobane will be popped. Meanwhile, off to the side, the Lodestone is getting turned on. Devo, he is going to survive in the trees here. Bubbles is going to go down. Hammerstorm is going to melt as well. I missed that completely, but Moonqueen was there with the Moon Finale. And here come the right clicks from Moonqueen. Are they going to be able to get the kill on the Engineer? Yes, they are. It's a beautiful fight coming out from Hex. I say beautiful fight, but it ends up being a 3 for 3. Bensington did survive, it looks like. So they killed one of the carries, but Moonqueen and Gladiator both a little bit too tanky there. Man, my internet is not happy today. It just continues to freaking drop frames. I apologize, guys, but unfortunately, not a whole lot I can do about it. Hopefully the quality is not too poor. But, Moonqueen, she has 650 gold per minute, but Bensington is still doing quite well on 600. Hammerstorm 555, but they took a fight here with Hammerstorm sitting on so much gold. Gotta wonder about that one. And there's a Shrunken Head picked up on Gladiator, so Bubbles, he's gonna get caught here. Hammerstorm's gonna jump in. He's not gonna pop the Shrunken though. He gets Hellflowered, and he's gonna get hooked. He's gonna get eaten as well. The Shrunken not being used there. You gotta question that one a bit. And Engineer ends up falling as well. Bubbles does make it to safety. Here comes a showdown though. And Bubbles is actually gonna get caught. He goes down. It's a Hatcher coming out. Bensington, he picks up the 1 kill here as they do actually bring down the Moonqueen. Will he be able to make the escape though is the question. Lodestone, he is going to use the body blocks. Here comes the showdown into a Hellflower once again. Bensington, he will end up falling, and it's disastrous for Donkey Kong as they trade 4 for the Moonqueen. Again, Hammerstorm still sitting on 4,000 gold, so no items going to get picked up here. Looks like that was 2 straight deaths on the Hammerstorm. And I want to believe he's trying to save up enough money for that Savage Mace. 4,800 gold, so Devo, I believe he just hit a hook there on the Aluna. They're going to make it a full genocide. What a hook coming out from Devo. And Hex is going to start putting some tower damage here in the top lane. We have a tablet picked up on Engineer. A lot of gold being pulled by Donkey Kong. Engineer, he is going to get Hellflowered here. Lodestone, is he going to make the escape? The Storm Spirit comes from Bubbles. The Kegstun will knock him backwards. Here comes a Master's Call. Are they going to have the damage to bring him down? Here comes another Storm Spirit. But Engineer, he will get killed here as he gets hooked by Devo. They do get the kill onto Lodestone, and Devo will pay for it with his own life. But the port is going to happen, looks like, from Master as he got Kelfielded up. So we see Hammer getting really close to his item. Looks like he will sell the power supply and finally pick up his Savage Mace. Moon Queen picks up a Shroud. Pretty interesting choice there. Was expecting her to finish the symbol, but she wants the extra item slot, it looks like, for now to be occupied. Bensington's sitting on 3,500 gold. Looks like he's going to buy a spiked bola. That could be a pretty good pickup, as they really only have to stop the Moon Queen from auto-attacking. If they can do that when she later gets the symbol. Here comes a takeover from Bubbles. He will get Hellflowered though. He can't get the spells off. Bensington Nightfall's in. I don't know about that one. They're pretty heavily outnumbered here. Now Lodestone is in the bot lane. Energy field does go down. Here comes the hook onto Bensington. He pops the Geobane, and they will get the kill onto Bensington. It does kill the Devo, but could say that was well worth it. Moon Queen, she's gonna pop the Shroud there as the Bound Eye was coming in from Aluna. And 2 kills on the cores there. Great fight coming out from Hex as they only lose the Devo. So, yeah, this golden experience lead is kind of close now in favor of Hex. It was once a much larger lead for Donkey Kong. They're going to look to take out the Kongor here. So Moon Queen now 3,000 gold. Bensington and Hammer both kind of slowing down a bit. They were 1,600 and 555, but they're starting to fall back a little bit in GPM. Moon Queen's still sitting up there at 650, so she's maintained her farm. Gladiator, he's kind of picked it up a lot, 390. He's now sitting on 2,600 gold as well. Looks like he might be buying a Frostfield plate here. So we see the full Kajuro picked up by Moon Queen, so she is not even valuing that symbol. They just want that raw damage coming out from Moon Queen. And I could understand that as well. She is kind of the main carry here. She does need to be able to dish out lots and lots of damage. We're going to see the Kongor fall here in favor of Donkey Kong. So, the ward is spotting them out here. They might look to jump on the Gladiator, but he's going to pop the Shrunken, and he's going to TP on out. Here comes a jump from Lodestone, though. Devo is going to hook the Aluna. This might be a kill here. Bubbles, he is going to get the Shell Surf to safety. Shrunken heads are being popped. The Spiked Bola happens on the Moon Queen. Lodestone, he will make the escape, it looks like, for now. And what the heck? Nobody dies. Engineer, he's gonna get hooked here by Devo. Comes the hammer throw. I believe this should be a kill onto Devo. So much damage coming in from Hammer Storm. But while this is going on, they're pushing the top racks. Aluna's trying to hold it off, but they're gonna need to do some ports here. Aluna, she is going to actually end up falling. Master of Arms is gonna take her out. Ports do come in. And they do clean up Master, but what a kill coming out from Moa there onto the Aluna. And there's the Frostfield pickup on Gladiator. That's going to be huge against the double carry lineup of Bensington and Hammerstorm. Those Geometer Bane illusions, holy cow. They almost soloed the Rex. Those were just Moon Queen illusions. That is crazy. Donkey Kong almost lost their Rex to illusions. Imagine if they had a Cersei. That would be so funny. Devo, he's sitting on 2,600 gold. We unfortunately haven't really seen a whole lot from him this game, but he has hit some really great hooks, so we'll see what he's about to pick up here. He's got 3,000 gold. Okay, he goes for the Shrunken. I was definitely debating whether or not he would go for a Staff or a Shrunken. The Shrunken, though, does make a lot of sense this game. There's not a whole lot that can really interrupt him, so if he's able to hit the hook, he'll get a pretty good eat coming off the hook now with the Shrunken picked up. That won't be able to be interrupted. There's the symbol of Rage on Moon Queen, so she is pretty much fully item capped here. Still sitting on the steamboats though. She could look to replace those later, but she has gone for the damage buff here, not the movement speed. So safe to say, if she sells the boots, she will be pretty slow. But we have Veiled Rod here on the Devo. He's gonna walk right into them. The hook is gonna land here on the Hammerstorm. He's going to pop the Shrunken here. Moon Queen is getting gone on. The Shrunken, though, is popped. And now here comes the damage as the Moon Finale was popped. They are going to get the kills onto both Hammer and to Sir Bensington. Bensington has a Nightfall and a Shrunken ready to go. Here comes... Whoa, Engineer actually gets the Portal Kiana out. That was not expected. But this fight went crazy in favor of Hex. They pick up a hat-trick on the Moon Queen. And there was a buyback used here by Bensington. Looks like that's going to be a Rex. And Donkey Kong, who was once sitting at a pretty sizable lead, they have now fallen victim to a 700 GPM Moon Queen. And they lose their first Raxus here at the 42-minute mark. And no buyback on the Hammerstorm, it looks like. No buyback on the Aluna. This is going to be a second set of Raxus here. Here comes the Hellflower onto Bubbles, the showdown. Bubbles will just get melted. Nightfall comes in, and Engineer is going to throw out the keg stun, but I think this could be doing it here. Lodestone is going to fall. They're holding for now, but Moon Queen, she is going to get the kill onto Bubbles here. That was a buyback as well. And Moon Queen is just way too strong at this point. They unfortunately are not able to answer her, even with the duo core getting pretty solid farm on both of them. The buyback happens here from Lodestone, who picks up a Spiked Bola. They have Spiked Bola on the Master Arms as well, so 2 Spiked Bolas to deal with each carry. Engineer, he is going to get killed off here. Moon Queen is going to fight the Hammer, who gets eaten by the Devourer, and Hammerstorm will fall. The GGs are called as Moon Queen picks up a hat-trick, and that will do it here for game number 1, as Hex pulls off a pretty nice comeback there, as they were in a deficit of about 10,000 gold or so. So great play coming out from Hex as they take game number 1 here over Donkey Kong.